A bottle of oil fixing your hair sounds fake, right? I thought so too. I mean, we live in a world full of loud claims and flash packaging. But when was the last time something actually worked without drama? I was losing hair, confidence, and patience. No salon could save me. Then I went old school, herbal oil. The kind of thing your grandma probably used, but we forgot about because of fancy ads and trendy products. What happened after that was unexpected, and honestly, kind of amazing. Today on Dapper Daily, I'm breaking it all down. The transformation, the truth, and why you might be skipping the one thing that could actually fix your hair. My hair was hanging on for dear life. Ever looked in the mirror and felt like your hair just gave up on you? That was me, day in, day out. I'd run a comb through and it felt like my scalp was crying. No bounce, no shine, no strength, and don't even ask about volume. It had packed up and left. This wasn't just bad hair days. This was bad hair years. I spent hours watching influencers with perfect hair and buying what they recommended. None of it worked. My hair felt like straw, looked tired, and reacted to weather like it had a mind of its own. It wasn't just about looks anymore. I felt embarrassed. I avoided mirrors. My go-to style became whatever hid the mess best. And the frustration? It's exhausting when you try everything and your hair just won't listen. But all of that changed the day I reached for something different. Something so simple, I was almost ashamed I hadn't thought of it earlier. The night scroll that changed it all. Isn't it funny how the most random things can change everything? I was scrolling through videos late at night, probably with a bonnet on and zero expectations. Then this girl shows up on my feed. Not a hair model, not someone trying to sell me a course, just someone like me, tired of the BS. She said herbal oil saved her hair, and for some reason I listened. Maybe because she wasn't shouting. Maybe because her hair looked alive, not styled to death. Her honesty hit different. She wasn't trying to be viral. She just looked real. And real was what I needed. So I listened. Then I clicked. Then I started reading. I deep dived into this old school world of herbs and natural oils. It was like unlocking a part of hair care that modern brands don't want you to know about. Why this oil wasn't like the others. Ever tried an oil that left your scalp greasy but did absolutely nothing for your ends? Same, but this was different from the get-go. It wasn't about some fancy scent or chemical smoothness. It had body. It had weight. It felt like food for the hair. That sounds weird, I know, but hear me out. I opened the bottle, and the scent was nothing like those drugstore ones. It didn't smell like flowers dipped in sugar. It smelled natural, like leaves and roots and sun. That first whiff made me realize this stuff wasn't trying to be fancy. It was just trying to be real. I warmed a little in my hands, started massaging it into my scalp. And even that felt different. It wasn't just oiling. It was like therapy for my roots. The texture coated my strands without weighing them down. My hair drank it up. And for the first time in forever, my scalp didn't feel itchy or dry. It felt alive. First week felt like a tease. You know that feeling when something shows a little promise and you start getting your hopes up. That was week 1. I oiled my hair 3 times. Each time, left it overnight and washed it out the next morning. My scalp felt calmer. My ends looked less like hay, but the wildest part, my ponytail felt thicker. I thought maybe I was just imagining things, but even my comb said otherwise. Less hair fall, less breakage. I wasn't tugging through tangles like before. My strands actually slid through my fingers. It wasn't perfect, but something was changing, slowly but surely. What's inside this magic mix? Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a blend of herbs so rich in nutrients, your scalp practically throws a party. Feringraj, known to boost growth. Amla, vitamin C powerhouse that makes your roots stronger. Neem, nature's answer to dandruff. Brahmi, calms your scalp and your stress. These aren't just pretty names. These are time-tested ingredients that people have used for generations. And they're all blended into carrier oils that actually deliver results. Coconut oil to lock in moisture. Castor oil to strengthen. Sesame oil to balance. No parabens, no silicones, no synthetic perfumes. This is hair care before it got commercialized. And that purity shows in the results. My routine was so simple it felt wrong. We're taught to think good hair takes effort. Serums, leave-ins, heat protectants. But this oil stripped all that away. I warmed it, applied it section by section, massaged it in, and left it overnight. That's it. No 10-step process, no heating tools, just patience and consistency. Twice a week, sometimes 3 if I had the energy. Mild shampoo, no conditioner. I let the oil do all the work. And every week, I saw more of the old me coming back, the one with healthy, vibrant hair. Week 4 was my hair's turning point. By the end of the month, something clicked. My hair started behaving. Less frizz, more shine, and not that fake silicone shine. This was healthy shine. Like my hair finally found its rhythm. And the shedding? Almost gone. Showers stopped looking like hair graveyards. My pillow didn't collect strands. It was like my hair was finally holding on. The softness blew me away. I wasn't avoiding mirrors anymore. I'd catch myself flipping my hair for no reason. It just felt good, alive. Like it belonged on a shampoo commercial. Not the before part, the after. Scalp issues? Not anymore. For as long as I can remember, I had flakes. That embarrassing dandruff on dark clothes? Yup. But after weeks of using the oil, that disappeared. My scalp felt balanced. No itchiness, no dryness, just a calm, healthy feel. Even in winter, when things usually get worse, my scalp stayed normal. And honestly, that was a win, because scalp health is where it all starts. You fix the roots, the rest follows. My hairline grew back like a plot twist. Okay, this part still shocks me. I started noticing tiny baby hairs sprouting near my forehead. At first, I thought it was breakage, but it wasn't breaking, it was growing. Real, healthy growth. My hairline that had thinned out over the years was slowly filling back in. I couldn't believe it. And this wasn't from supplements or fancy treatments. It was just the oil, doing what it's supposed to do, quietly, steadily bringing my hair back to life. People started noticing without me saying a word. That's when you know it's real. When people ask what you've been doing. When friends start touching your hair and going, "Wait, what changed?" That happened a lot, and I just smiled because I knew. It was that bottle of earthy-smelling old-school magic I almost didn't try. And the best part, I didn't have to give up anything. No more buying 10 different products. No more heat tools. Just oil and a little time. Don't fall for the myths that keep you from real results. Let's clear the air. Oiling doesn't make your hair greasier long-term. If anything, it balances out your scalp. And no, it doesn't block follicles. That's what buildup does, not oils like these. Natural oils actually clean, nourish, and protect. People think traditional stuff doesn't work, but guess what? It worked before chemical-filled bottles showed up, and it still works now. You just have to give it a real shot. Let's talk price because it matters. This stuff isn't expensive. I got a 100 ml bottle, and it lasted over a month with regular use. It cost less than one fancy shampoo bottle. And it did more than all those pricey salon treatments I used to save up for. Real results, real value. Going back to basics was the smartest move I made. Sometimes the fix isn't something new. It's something we forgot, something simple, like this oil. It brought my hair back without any drama. And now I look at my reflection and smile, because this is the hair I always wanted. Soft, strong, and mine. If this story helped you in any way, or even made you curious, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Dapper Daily. We're all about keeping things real. No hype, no filters, just honest reviews and solutions that actually work. And if you've got your own hair journey, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear it. See you in the next one.